This is the Moshpit Backstage podcast for punk, metal and rock interviews and segments.
Hey punk rockers, metalheads and rock and rollers in Australia and around the world. This is Jade from the Moshpit on Sin 90.7. I am interviewing Chris Britton, who is from the Troggs. They are celebrating their 50th anniversary, touring Australia, heading to Hervey Bay, Brisbane, Sunshine Coast, Cronulla, Sydney, Newcastle, Springwood, Central Coast, Revesby, Rozelle, Adelaide, Sydney and Melbourne. How do you feel about celebrating your 50th anniversary as a band?
I'm surprised that we're here. I'm amazed 50 years has gone by so quickly. It's a good feeling.
You're excited about the Australian tour, obviously?
Oh yes, it's a long time since we were last in Australia. I think it was back in the 80s, 90s, quite a long time ago. Be interesting to see how much Australia has changed.
How did you go about writing your hit songs such as Wild Thing, Love Is All Around? Did you ever think they would become the international hits that they are today?
Oh, goodness me, no. The whole thing came as a surprise to us. Wild Thing was written by a chap called Chip Taylor. Reg wrote most of the songs. He'd come up with the brilliant lyrics, and we just stick a bit of music to it, and off we'd go. It was as much as a surprise to us as everybody else when it all took off. As I say all the time, it's a matter of being in the right place at the right time.
What modern bands or music are you guys listening to at the moment?
We're not intentionally listening to anything, but music is always there and it's going on by. I think when you get to our age, you don't follow music quite as intensely and positively as you do when you're younger, particularly pop music, because that's a young thing and young people trying to have their own revolution and rebel against what's been going on beforehand. So generations like us should be disapproving of what they're doing. In actual fact, it's quite interesting to be on the sidelines and watching what's going on. And although we don't get particularly involved with it and don't necessarily retain in memory every new artist that's going out and what they do, it's fascinating to listen to. And there's some good stuff out. I've got a pretty wide spectrum of reception. I'll give anything a listen. There's no such thing as bad music. If somebody's got the will and the energy and the nerve to get out there and do it, then good luck to them. It's good.
What have you guys been up to lately?
We haven't been recording any music at all. The most profound thing that happened to us, of course, was when Reg, our original lead singer, died about 3 years ago. But he said for us to carry on. He packed it in about 6 months before he died, but he wanted us to carry on. We couldn't do it as a three-piece because we didn't have strong enough voices. So we got a chap called Chris Allen in, who we auditioned half a dozen chaps, and he was the one that fitted in best. We got on with him well as a bloke, so that was one big change we had about 3 years ago. Apart from that, we've been working about all the time, at least a couple of gigs a month, but they're not tours. We did a tour around England earlier on this year, but usually we just work sort of Fridays and Saturdays around in England or over in Germany, Europe. We do quite a lot in Germany and Holland and Belgium and places like that. But yeah, we're keeping busy and stopping the fingers from seizing up by playing quite regularly. So life goes on, and it's amazing how fast it goes by these days.
Chris, you said, was the name of your new singer?
Chris Allen, yeah.
How was he with the first couple tours playing with you guys?
I think he's enjoying himself. He gives the impression of it.
For people heading to your anniversary tour in Australia, anything that they should expect?
They should expect to hear a set of Troggs songs, which is what we do, and it'll be all the songs that they know, plus a few more off LPs and B-sides and things. Hopefully they'll have a bit of fun. We certainly do. We'll see how it all fits together.
Yeah, it'll be a great sing-along for everyone.
Well, I hope so, because we sometimes forget the words.
That's when you need the audience.
Well, in sync with them. You got it.
People who are interested in your tour, whereabouts can they find information?
There's obviously a bit on our website on social media, and if they get really stuck, they can give me a ring and I'll look it up and tell them where we're playing at.
So they can head online to your website.
We're escaping in the nick of time. We're getting to Australia for some sunny weather just as the nasty stuff's going to kick in here. Any
plans for after the tour, after you guys wrap up?
Not as yet. We've got a few more gigs and things going on around in this hemisphere and so on. We had toyed with the idea of maybe going to the studio and doing something. That's still a figment of our imagination at the moment. It might come off, it might not. We shall see.
Because this is your 50th anniversary, is there anything in particular that you guys try to do to attract a bit of a younger audience, aside from people who've been around and know you guys?
The funny old game. What happens is when we get out into audience stand and start playing, depending on the gig, we're doing like a theatre tour in England or a theatre show. The audience tends to be older, more our age, or just younger. In fact, sometimes they're older than us, which is a bit of a surprise, as there aren't many of them still staggering about. When we do like universities or rock venues or blues clubs or whatever, the audience tends to be younger because they can put up with the noise for a start, and they're interested in seeing what on earth it was all about rather than treating it as a nostalgia trip. Our audience does vary considerably depending on the venue rather than what we do to attract them, I think. We just stumble about being ourselves, and whoever turns up, turns up. But hopefully we get a bit of feedback and they turn some feedback back to us, and then we all have a good time.
When you have been to those venues that sort of attract the younger crowd, how have they been when you guys get on stage?
They seem to get on with it okay. They might be a bit confused to begin with, but they fit in quite well. They don't give us too much trouble.
The Troggs will be playing in Melbourne on Friday 25th of November at the Tote and Saturday the 26th of November at the Palms at Crown. You can find out information about their tour online on their website, the Troggs. This is Jade from Sin's Moshpit. Thanks for listening.
Thanks for listening to the Moshpit Backstage podcast. You can subscribe to us on iTunes and Omni. To find out more about the show, go to www.syn.org.au/moshpit. Like us on Facebook at facebook.com/moshpitonsin and follow us on Twitter and Instagram at moshpitsin. The regular Moshpit radio show broadcasts punk, rock and metal tunes and interviews every Thursday nights on Sin 90.7 on FM and digital radios. Listeners outside of Melbourne, Australia can stream Sin 9.7 online at www.syn.org.au. Thanks to Vintage Ruin for the music.
Hi, this is Tommaso from Flash Gun Apocalypse.
Hi, I'm Enid from Girls Go.
I am Phoebe Pinnock from Heaven the Axe.
Hey, this is Gary Oldmead of the Misfits.
Hey, this is Kat Sproul from Horizon's Edge, and you're listening to the Moshpit on Sin FM.
Hi, this is Einar from Leopard.
Hi, I'm Virginia Lilly from the band Lily.
This is Raul from 1349.
Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Ali from Beaverhead.
Hey, everybody, this is Charlie Benante with Anthrax, and you are listening to the Moshpit on Sin.